Hmm. Oke guys, kita mulai aja lagi presentasinya ya. First of all, let's say thanks to God who has given us the chance so we can do presentation in this morning from Zoom meeting. And to the Honorable Mr. Dr. Chandra MPD. And we are from Group 5 with presentation about reading comprehension. I am Sylvia Magdalena Bulala and my partner is Putri Ajija Istighfari. For the first material, will presented by me. Next slide, Put. Is the first is the essence of reading comprehension. Reading comprehension is an activity that focuses on understanding the content of the reading. In mastering the skill of reading comprehension, students often encounter several obstacles and disturbances, resulting in difficulties in understanding reading. Reading is a process used and carried out by readers to obtain the message or information conveyed by the author through their writing. So, according in Dalman's opinion, reading comprehension is reading as a continuation of the initial reading which is connected to the content of the reading. In accordance with the opinion of Levy, reading ability is a person's ability to read which focus on understanding the has to contrast to the match contained in the content of the reading by connecting. And according from Tom Bolon, said the reading comprehension is a reading activity to develop raising power. Reading comprehension is reading with full appreciation to absorb what student or readers shall master. Next slide, please. And the second material is characteristic of reading comprehension text. According to Sunakti, learning to read comprehension involves scientific books, reading complex ideas and informative data. Here are some characteristics of reading comprehension text. The first is purpose of text. The purpose of the text is to test the reader's understanding of reading. The text contains questions related to the content of the reading. And number two, text type. Text can be fiction or like short stories, novel, and or non-fiction is article and news. Text can be short or long text, and text can be easy to understand or complex. Third, text format. The text usually begins with reading. The text is followed by questions related to the content of the reading. 4. Assessment criteria. Assessment is based on the reader's ability to answer the question correctly. The correct answer must be in accordance with the content of the reading. And the last is benefit of text. The text can help readers understand the content of the reading better. Text can help readers develop critical thinking skills. And here have other the characteristic the record reading comprehension skill. The first is complexity. Text that record reading comprehension skill tend to have complex vocabulary and structures. This means the text may use unfamiliar words and phrases or record a deeper understanding of complex sentence structure. B. Information abstractness. Text that record reading comprehension skill can contain information that is abstract or not directly stated explicitly. This requires the ability to analyze and infer the meaning contained in the text. C. The content is diverse. Texts that require reading comprehension skill can have a variety of topic and context, ranging from nonfiction text to literary text. Text content can also vary, rather from general information to more specific or scientific topics. Maybe only that for me. And the next topic will presented by Putri Aziza. So Putri, this time is yours.
Okay, thank you for moderator. For the next material is about reading comprehension techniques. Reading comprehension techniques are strategies used to understand and retain information from a reading passage. Effective and efficient reading comprehension is a reading activity that not only considers or pays attention to the understanding of the content of the reading, but also must consider or pay attention to the speed of reading. There are some reading comprehension techniques. The first is selective reading technique. A selective reading technique is read a portion of the text consisting of several paragraphs. Then select a few key sentences or sentences that state the main idea of the text. Do this periodically to extract important information from the reading. For the second technique is skimming technique or jumping technique. Read a portion of the text consisting of several paragraphs, then jump to the next paragraph. Do this periodically to extract important information from the reading. For the third, scanning technique. Read most of the text at a high speed, then return to the next you have already read to understand the content better. For the fourth, intensive reading technique. Or read the text at a high speed, then stare at the paragraph you have read to understand the content better. For the next, SQ3R technique. This is a technique that uses 5 steps of activity: survey, question, read, recite, and review. These steps are designed to better understand the reading. For the sixth technique is KWRL technique. Know, want to know, and learn technique. The reading method is an acronym for K, know, W, want to know, and L, learn. Know is what is known before reading. Want to know is what is wanted to be known before reading. Learn is what has been learned after reading. Based on the previously explained acronym, it can be seen that this strategy can direct students to be active before, during, and after reading, as also expressed by Suryo Subroto. Okay, for the next material is the third cooperative integrated reading and composition learning model. Definition of the SERT model. The SERT learning model is an integrated learning model developed by Stephen, Madden, Slavin, and finished in 1987. In SERT, each student is responsible for the group tasks, sharing ideas, and completing tasks together to understand concepts and improve learning experiences. SERT learning integrates reading holistically and composition into important parts. This helps students understand language concept, find the main idea, main points, or them of a discourse, and increase students' willingness to actively participate in learning. The step of the third learning model. First, forming heterogeneous group of 4 students. And the second, the teacher provides a text or clipping according to the learning topic. The third, students work together to read each other and find the main idea and give feedback on the text and write it on the worksheet. Next, present or read the group result. In the last, the teacher makes a conclusion together and conclusion or closing. For the next material is advantages of the third model. There are some advantages of the third model. The first is students' learning experiences and activities are always relevant to their developmental level, and learning activities are tailored to students' needs. It means learning activities according to the student need, and learning is more meaningful for students, and developing student thinking skills, presenting activities that are pragmatic or useful, and fostering and developing student social interaction, such as cooperation, tolerance, communication, and respect for other people's ideas. And the next is disadvantages of the third model, or the weakness. The weakness of the third model, according to Aris Sharimin, is that this learning model can only be used for subjects that use language, so it cannot be used for subjects that use calculation principles, subject such as mathematics, physics, chemistry, and else. Are the things that teachers need to pay attention to when using the third model is to look the subject or learning material that will be delivered. And if they want to apply it in mathematics subject, the appropriate material is in the form of story problems. Because in story problems, a student must really understand the problem so that they find main idea or purpose of the question. Okay, maybe that's all from me. I return to moderator.
Okay, thank you to Putri Aziza Istifari. So guys, here we saw the presentation from Putri Aziza is the last material. Now we are enter to session criticism and suggestion. If you want to give a criticism and suggestion, you can raise your hand. Maybe no. So now the session is adding material. If you want to add material, you can raise your hand. Okay, guys, maybe nothing to add material for today. Now we are enter to session question and answer. If you have a question, you can raise your hand. Okay, for the first, to Lola Amanda. To Lola, this time is yours.
Maaf Selfie, tadi mau nambahin materi, soalnya tadi nggak kedengeran. Nambahin materi boleh?
Apalah?
Nambahin materi boleh?
Boleh.
Oke, bentar. Okay, thanks to moderator. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fala Amanda with the ID number 22129050. So, so I want to add a little material. Sebelumnya, apakah terdengar jelas moderator suaranya?
Iya, lanjut.
Hmm. Jadi saya ingin menambahkan sedikit materi tentang prinsip-prinsip dalam membaca pemahaman. The principle of reading comprehension are as follow. Yang pertama yaitu understanding is a social constructivist process. Atau yang pertama yaitu pemahaman merupakan proses konstruktivis sosial. Yang kedua yaitu keseimbangan kemahiran adalah kerangka kerja yang dapat membantu perkembangan dalam membaca pemahaman. Yang kedua, yaitu guru yang membaca profesional akan mempengaruhi belajar siswa. Yang selanjutnya yaitu pembaca yang baik memegang peranan yang strategis dan berperan aktif dalam proses membaca. Yang selanjutnya yaitu membaca hendaknya terjadi dalam konteks yang bermakna. Terus siswa menemukan manfaat membaca yang berasal dari berbagai teks pada berbagai tingkat kelas. Perkembangan kosakata dan pembelajaran mempengaruhi pemahaman membaca. Pengikutsertaan adalah faktor kunci dalam proses pemahaman membaca. Selanjutnya ada prinsip membacanya yaitu strategi dan keterampilan membaca bisa diajarkan. Asesmen yang dinamis menginformasikan pembelajaran membaca pemahaman. Selanjutnya yaitu ada tujuan membaca pemahaman. Nah, jadi jika dalam melakukan suatu hal itu otomatis perlu suatu tujuan ya. Nah, dalam membaca pemahaman juga memiliki tujuan tertentu yang hendak dicapai. Jadi, tujuan membaca pemahaman ini adalah untuk memperoleh hasil dalam pemahaman penuh terhadap argumen-argumen yang logis, urutan-urutan pola-pola teks, pola-pola simbolisnya, nada-nada tambahan yang bersifat emosional, dan juga sarana-sarana linguistik yang dipergunakan untuk mencapai tujuan. Jadi tujuan membaca pemahaman itu mencakup beberapa hal. Jelasnya, membaca pemahaman diperlukan bila ingin mempelajari dan memahami masalah yang seseorang itu baca sampai pada hal-hal yang sangat detail. Jadi tidak hanya membaca, namun juga memahami apa yang terkandung di dalam hal yang dibacanya tersebut. Itu merupakan tujuan dari membaca pemahaman. Adanya kemampuan membaca pemahaman ini diharapkan dapat menangkap ide-ide pokok yang terdapat dalam bahan bacaan, menemukan hubungan suatu ide pokok dengan ide pokok lainnya, serta secara keseluruhan. Selanjutnya, dapat menghubungkan apa yang dipahami dari bacaan tersebut dengan ide-ide yang ditemukan. Membaca ini merupakan perbuatan yang dilakukan berdasarkan kerjasama beberapa aktivitas seperti mengamati, memahami ide, dan aktivitas jika seseorang yang tertuang dalam bahan bacaan lainnya. Mungkin hanya sekian yang dapat saya tambahkan. Back to moderator. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you to Amanda. If you want to add material for today, guys, you can raise your hand. Maybe no. So for question and answer, we do in e-learning, guys. Okay, guys, once again, for question and answer, we do in e-learning. Okay, maybe only that our presentation for today from group 5. Thank you to your attention. Okay, guys.